Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're able to make it. Yeah, today I would love to talk about overthinking. Yeah, your mind can't stop thinking. Your mind is like thinking a spiral, thinking a cycle, thinking in the loop, or we can call it as compulsive thinking, whatever name you want to give it. You know, when you overthink too much, your mind, your body will get exhausted. You have fear, you have feeling of anxious, a lot of things you will feel and you make your mind exhausted. Just imagine if you're being asked to talk for 24 hours in a day. Totally you'll be exhausted, right, at the end of the day, and then you might not be able to make it. Let alone if you're being asked to talk about 3 days non-stop. Wow, suffering there. So this is the thing that you've been doing that to your mind. We just can't stop thinking. Seriously, suffering that. So do you think that we can get rid of the habits of overthinking? I can tell you it's very hard to get rid, because the more you say don't think, oh, this thinking will keep haunting you. Yes, just don't use the word don't, right? But personally, I can say you can manage your thinking, you know. You can do like, if you want to spill out whatever concerns that you have in your mind, you can apply the technique that I've shared earlier by schedule your worry, meaning that you spill out whatever concerns in a specific time that you have time for it. Yeah? By scheduling your time, you spill out whatever concerns in your mind. You can do that. But still the thinking just keep coming, yeah, kind of bothering you your life, right? So we need to manage the thinking. We cannot let the thinking ruin your life, you know, or else you'll be the slave of your own mind. We don't want to do that. How we can manage this thinking? So for not to be overthinking. First of it, you need to accept. You need to accept that it's okay to be not okay. It's okay to be worried. It's okay to be anxious. This is human. We are not machine. It's okay to be not comfortable, uncomfortable. You need to accept sometimes you need to worry. Then if you want to spill out, you can share your worry, right? The technique that I shared to you earlier. Besides that, you can also break this thinking, this habit of thinking in the loop. You can break it, you know. I can share you a few techniques that you can do to break this thinking habit. Okay, the first technique is you can do backward counting. This technique being introduced by Mel Robbins. You know, you do the backward counting. You can do the counting whenever the thinking loop is coming to you. We can do it like you break the thinking by counting backwardly. You just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You cannot do forward because it's incrementing. You can't finish the counting, right? You have to do it backwardly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because after the 1 is 0, stop thinking. This is the simplest method to just break the thinking whatever in your mind. Try it out. Besides that, you can also apply another technique. I call it questioning. Meaning that whatever you want, your mind want to wander at your past, whatever you are suffering at. So you can question back your mind. Is it worth it to think that? No matter what you think, you can't change the past. You can't control the past. So is it worth it? So you can question your mind, is it worth it or not? So just to break that thinking. If it's not worth it, are you good to do whatever you want to do now? Question your mind. So this is another technique besides the backward counting. You can do this by questioning. Other than these two techniques, the third technique that I can share to you is like you can put a rubber band at your wrist, and then you can just snap that rubber band at your wrist. Yeah, but don't make it too hard, right? It kind of hurts sometimes. You can pinch or whatever, right? It's just a reminder, you know. But be kind to yourself because it gives a marks to you, right? So whatever these techniques that I shared to you, is just that whenever your mind tries to thinking in the loop, you want to break that thinking by giving your mind a 5-second window to break it. You can do the counting, you can do the questioning, is it worth it? Or you can just giving a reminder by putting a little bit pinch at it. So just by giving this 5-second window just to break this overthinking loop in your mind, right? So you can do it, right? Yeah, after you apply this technique, right away, I can tell you right away, after you break this thinking, you have to take action. So meaning you have to stop the thinking and right away do whatever you need to do. If you need to learn, you learn. If you need to work, you work. If you need to cook or take care of the children, you do it. Just stop thinking. You have break it. You cannot stay there for too long. I'm giving you 5-second window. If you're giving more of this window time, your mind will keep thinking back at your past. Why this did happen to me? Why? It just keep coming. Just break this thinking and then put all the action that you need to do. Just don't give much more space to your mind, right? Don't pamper your mind too much. Because it can ruin you sometimes, right? Your mind can be a culprit to you sometimes. So, I repeat back. First, you need to accept it's okay to be worried. And then you need to break the thinking by applying the techniques that I shared to you. You can do whatever techniques that comfortable to you. You can also combine. I personally sometimes combine. Sometimes I do the counting, sometimes I do the questioning. You can combine the technique, right? And then once you combine it, you apply the technique, right away, you need to make an action. Just don't stay there for too long. Just right away, make an action. Try it out. It works for me. I hope it works for you. But I need you to share to me whether or whatever that I share to you, will be working for you or not. Just share it out. Give a comment on my channel to see how does it affect or kind of change in your life the way that you think to stop this overthinking loop. That's all for today. See you then. Bye then.